I have spent a lot of time talking about numbers. This is only because I realize how students find it so difficult to differentiate different forms of numbers. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to talk about prime numbers and composite numbers. What are these numbers? Prime numbers together with composite numbers form a set of natural numbers greater than 1. Why do we say greater than 1? I will explain it later. We all know natural numbers. They are the set of counting numbers in that order. But prime together with composites gives us the set of natural numbers greater than 1. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in that order. So how can we differentiate prime numbers and composite numbers? Let's start with prime numbers. We say prime numbers are those numbers that have two factors, 1 and themselves. But if we talk about 1 is not a prime because from definition we say it has two factors, two numbers you can multiply together to get that number. But 1, we do not have any number that we can multiply 1 with to give us 1 apart from 1, and 1 and 1 are the same numbers. So the smallest prime number is 2 because 2 has 1 and 2 as its factors. Factors, in another word, are those numbers that can go into that number without remainder. Secondly, we have 3 because 3 also have two factors, 1 and 3. 4 is not prime because 4 has 1 as a factor, 2 as a factor, 4 as a factor, so it has 3 factors. Moving on, we have 5. There is no any other number that can go into 5 without remainder except 1 and itself. So 5 is also a prime number. Moving on, we have 6. 6 has 1, 2, 3, and 6 as its factors. So it has 4 factors. So it is not considered as a prime. But we have 7. 7 is a prime because 7 has only 1 and 7 as the factors of 7. Moving on, we have 8. 8 is not a prime because 8 has 1, 2, 4, and 8. Moving on, we have 9. 9 is not a prime because 9 has 1, 3, 9. Moving on, we have 10. 10 has 1, 2, 5, and 10. Moving on, we have 11. 11 has only two factors, 1 and 11. These are the only two numbers that can go into 11 without remainder. So 11, you consider it as a prime. If you keep on going, you meet others. What about composite numbers? We say composite numbers are those numbers that have more than two factors. All these numbers have two factors. Any other number falls under composite number. We have 2. 2 is already here. 3 is already here. 4 is not here, so we consider it. So what we call these composite numbers, they are just the complement of the prime numbers. When we say complement of prime numbers, we mean all those numbers that are here but are absent here. So we have 4. 5 is already here. 6 is absent. So we consider 6 as a composite number. Already you know composite numbers are those numbers that have more than two factors. 6 is inclusive. 7 is already a prime. 8 is composite. 9 is composite. 10 is also composite because they all have more than two factors. Moving on, we have 12. 12 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. 6 factors, so it is a composite number in that order. So the difference between them, let me repeat. Prime numbers have only two factors. Composite numbers have more than two factors. If you combine them together, you obtain natural numbers greater than 1 because 1 has only one factor, which is 1, This is an assignment for your kids. Let them write down all the prime numbers and composite numbers between 1 to 100. Thank you for watching. Do have a nice day.